to be with you tonight on the first of many team calls, although we're live, so it's really not a call. We thought it would be just a little bit more personal to come to you live, and so you could see our faces and we could show you things as opposed to just being on the phone for half an hour. So we are going to kick off each call with promotions for the month, and also we're going to welcome our newbies from the past 2 weeks, since we're going to be doing these calls. Since we're going to be, we're doing a little technology issue here. We just want to make sure that everybody can hear us and that we're really live. So
we really are.
We are. Yay, it worked this time. So yes, since we're going to be doing these calls bi-monthly, we're going to go ahead and announce any new team members to Team Shine. And so without further ado, congratulations, Charles Curl. You are silver this month. Awesome. Way to go. We're so proud of you. Enjoy that $100 bonus. And some newbies for the month. Welcome, everybody. Leslyn Kim, Liz Westbrook, Janine Dowler, Joanne Harper, Barbara Brown, Yolando Harlan, Lisa Kane, Julie Stroutberg, Carol Mayfridge, Peter Ruffin, and Mary Henry Smith.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody. We're so excited to have you guys.
We are growing. Go Team Shine.
Team Shine is almost at 100 members.
Wow.
We are 99 as of today. So
since April?
Since April.
Oh my goodness.
This little team is growing. We're so proud of you guys. So tonight we're going to talk about some of the things that we really feel are the keys to success. And first and foremost, you guys, we have got to know our products. We have got some phenomenal life-changing products, and it is crucial that you guys dig in deep and get to know what are the benefits of all of them. If you haven't seen, I made a video on the triplex, so please look that up. It's on my Facebook page and over on YouTube also. That really talks about why everybody can benefit from those 3 products. Also, there's a lot of great videos by Sonia Dudley, Rock the Pink.
I love Rock the Pink. I'm a Rock the Pink addict. They have their live broadcast every Monday evening. So Tuesday morning is generally when I go and watch it, but I love it.
Yeah, they are awesome. But there's so many great resources out there to investigate and get to know the products a little bit more. But next week, we're going to do a whole call on just products. So we're going to dive in deep, go through ingredients, and tell you all the nitty-gritty about what makes them so fabulous. Number 2, really, you guys, I want you to think about being bold. And there are going to be folks that are going to reach out to you from your posts. They're going to be excited and say, tell me more. You know, something's going to resonate inside of them, that they're going to be really attracted to the business, the products, both. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and so they're going to reach out. But then there are those Plexus stalkers who are watching you from afar, and they don't really know what this is all about, but you know them. And you know that they could really benefit from these products. You know that they could really rock this business out of the park. So when you guys get started, I really encourage all of my newbies to go ahead and make a list of 100, 200 people. And yeah, you do know 200 people. You may not think you do, but there is that receptionist at the orthodontist office. There is that cute waitress at the diner. There is the girl at the shipping store. There are folks everywhere that you just kind of need to open up your eyes and get outside of yourself and say, is this person energetic? Do they live up to their potential? Could you see them maybe doing more? Have they complained about a health issue? Have they complained about a financial issue? They're exhausted all the time. They wish they could be at home with their kids. Just kind of begin to have your ears open and listen for those buzzwords, and be bold with them. Ask them, hey, are you on Facebook? I'm just going to go ahead and send you a friend request because I've been introduced to this incredible product line and this incredible business opportunity. And if you go on my Facebook page, you'll just learn more about it. So just kind of start there. But then you can even get a little bit bolder. Rebecca Boone shared a cold Facebook message, which I tweaked a little bit and made it my own. And it's underneath the Files tab on the Shine page. I don't know if you guys know that there's a Files tab there, but under the header that says Shine, there are a couple of tabs there. One says Files. So click on that and you'll see a whole bunch of documents that are there, available resources for you guys to use. But I'm just going to read you a little bit of this kind of cold Facebook message. You know there is a rock star out there that you really would love to have on your team. So yeah, let me back up for a minute. You've made this list of 100 to 200 people, and then identify about 20 that you think you want to run with, that you want to go to Maui with, that you want to travel with, and have fun with.
I can't help but smile anytime anyone says Maui. Sorry.
And then just go ahead and reach out to these people. So this is just, I'm going to read you part of it. Hey, I hope you're doing great down in Texas. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm kind of in love with Plexus. You've been on my mind a little bit lately, and I wanted to know if I could send you a couple of samples of the pink drink so you can see what all the fuss is about. I keep feeling a little nudge to tell you more about this company, but I've been putting it off, not wanting you to think I'm crazy. But I can't help it anymore. I just have to tell you because I think you would rock this. It is a health and wellness company that offers a variety of amazing products that are all natural, from vitamins to probiotics, with the main one being Plexus Slim. And then you can talk about the products a little bit. And you don't want to go overboard with all the details here. Let's see. Initially, I only wanted to share the Plexus love with friends and family. For me, it was clients who were hitting a brick wall when it came to weight loss. But I've now realized that there is a lot more opportunity with this company. The people that I've seen with the most success in this business have similar characteristics. They have a wide sphere of influence. They care about people and people trust them. They are active on social media, and they are organized and have an inner drive. You have all of these qualities. Now, if they don't have all those qualities, then don't say that about them. You can say you're a young stay-at-home mom, and quite frankly, that is a huge market for new ambassadors that want to stay home with their children. Or you being a school teacher, there are school teachers killing this business. So I also say I have friends making more money in a month than some make in a year, and I'm not exaggerating. When I saw the caliber of people coming into this business, I immediately thought of you. I can't think of many people I'd rather do this with. I'm including a Plexus Diamond documentary on a corporate mom who retired after 6 months. So think about your audience. Is this a stay-at-home mom? Is this a woman who has a full-time career? Is this a teacher? Is this a guy? There are Diamond documentaries out there on everyone and anyone that you can think of. So go through these YouTube Diamond documentaries and write notes. Okay, so Sarah, who's Eichenhorst? Melissa Eichenhorst is the teacher. There is Sarah Marble. She was a nurse. And just kind of go through and take notes so that when you think of people, you can remember, oh, that they would really like this Diamond documentary. But that's not it, because you don't want to just send them this Diamond documentary because, quite frankly, they're not in Plexus and they don't know what a diamond is. And a diamond in one company is not the same thing as a diamond in another company. So I always also say, and since you don't know what a diamond is, I'm attaching a Plexus earnings chart so you have some idea of what a diamond actually makes. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I just wanted to share it with you in case it even slightly piqued your interest. I just have this major gut feeling about you. I'd love to know your thoughts. Hope to talk to you soon. So this is not offensive. This is flattering. You're reaching out to somebody saying, I think you're a rock star and I kind of want to do this to you. I kind of want to do this with you. I was like, you're crazy. But please come do this with me. So yeah, be bold, you guys, because you never know. Number 3 is the follow-up. How are we doing on time? Good. 7:10. Okay. Yeah. And the magic is really in the follow-up. So you've sent these, whether it's a blank Facebook message or you've sent somebody a sample or someone has reached out to you on Facebook or email or said something to you when you were out and about. You've got to follow up because they've said that there's a little bit of an interest and just, hey, wanted to see what you thought of the pink drink, if I can answer any questions for you. You're not being a nag. You're just reminding them. And folks will say to me, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Thank you for reminding me. When it comes to these cold Facebook messages, until they say go away, I'm not interested, I keep once every 2 weeks, and I've got a list and I've got a date next to it, and you can put this in an Excel spreadsheet and get all fancy with it. Yeah, well, I'm just a paper girl, so I write down the date that I make contact with them, and every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I just kind of hit them again with a new graphic or a new testimony or a new Diamond documentary and say, hey, it's your monthly Plexus stalking. Yep, I haven't forgotten about you because I think that you would be such a rock star at this business. Or I know that your husband's struggling with type 2 diabetes. Take a look at this testimony. And so until they tell me, no, I'm not interested, please go away, I'm just going to keep, nudging them. And eventually, people will either say, go away, or they'll join you. And I don't think I'm being a pain at all because it's really authentic. It's coming from my heart. It's coming from a place of love. And I think that that's really where it needs to be. You don't want to be salesy.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to speak from the heart. So,
yeah.
Take Absolutely. It away, Rockstar.
All right, well, I'm going to share my 3 points, but I did want to, you might see Jen's beautiful face down there, and I did promise that she would be able to get off and not have to be there on the webcam, but those of you who were on our first live event last week, our first ever Google Hangout, you saw our little technical difficulty. You saw Jill and I looking at the camera for 10 minutes, nodding and smiling. Well, first of all, it shows you that we all have to start somewhere, right? So we were just laughing when we saw the replay. We're like, what are you going to do? Oh, well. So let's not take ourselves so seriously. But I did want to see, the reason I'm looking over here is if you notice right below this broadcast, there's a comment section. So I wanted you to be able to, in the comment section, first of all, go ahead and someone comment that's watching live. That would be great. There might be a bit of delay. But I want Jen to talk, and we just want to make sure that you guys can see and hear her. And she's not actually sharing any training, so I guess we should have given you some little tip. But if you don't mind just talking a bit, Jen, so we can make sure we get the technology straight, that would be great.
Sure. All right. Can you guys hear me? Like they said, they didn't tell me I was going to be talking out loud, so I don't have anything planned, but I'm just really excited to be here, and I hope you guys are too. And what Jill was saying, just to add on to that, samples have been huge for me. So if you have extra slim, a lot of times what I do is I'll put it in a nice card that describes the benefits of how the slim works, and I'll hand them out, and that's been huge for me. All right, guys, how am I doing?
You're doing awesome. You're doing great. We definitely learned there's a delay. So when we start from what they're actually seeing, it's probably 5-second delay. So I just want to give folks a minute to do the comment, but I'll come back to the comment section then, if that's okay, and then we can. I would just love to figure out at the very, very end if there's any technical glitch, but we'll keep going. So thank you, Jen. So actually, if you don't mind just hanging on, I lied before. That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 more tips. First of all, what Jill said was fabulous, right? To know the products. Now, not everyone is as a wealth of information as Jill, so don't be hard on yourselves, right? Just some basic information, and I just like to learn. I like to, Google if there's chromium's a main ingredient in the slim. So just where you're at, just learn more and more and more. We all, just like our Google Hangouts last week, we all start from ground zero, right? Mm-hmm. And being bold is wonderful, and follow up. And I don't have my system ready, but I brought out my old Mary Kay days of follow-up, because I actually started with an Excel spreadsheet, but I think at some point it would be great for us to share different follow-up
I like that.
systems. I do have, you know, a color for my customers, a color for my ambassadors,
Wow.
and a color for leads. And then as you're following up, this is an old-time tickler system where you can actually have days 1 through 31 and then the month. So if you're not, let's say a lead, she wants you to follow back up in 2 months, just go ahead and put it for now behind that month. But actually what I have is just week 1 of the month, week 2, week 3, and week 4 of the current month. So again, I'll show you this system, and it doesn't mean that it makes sense for you. The key is
That's fantastic.
that we have a follow-up system and that we use it. Okay, so what I wanted to share first of all is for us not to take things so personally, because not everyone is going to want to be a customer of these supplements. And this was a training that I did back in my mentoring days, like yesterday, right? It's not like it was that long ago. But the example I gave was Melaleuca. I don't know if you've ever heard of Melaleuca. They've got, you know, more natural cleaning products and shampoos. And I had been a loyal customer for about 1.5 years. So I was on this monthly auto ship. Well, when I first heard of Melaleuca like 10 years ago, I was not a dream client. I feel like your dream client, your customers are folks who they're looking for a solution right now. You're not needing to convince them. You know, they got the money to invest. They're going to be a joy to work with. And that's your dream customer. So with Melaleuca, there was a time that when folks were sharing Melaleuca with me, I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't mind too much about the toxicity.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I'm just going to buy whatever is at the supermarket and thinking, well, you know, it hasn't harmed me yet, right? So I didn't want someone convincing me that I was wrong, okay? So we should never be in the convincing job. We should just be, you know, educating and just sort of dripping, but to not take it personal. I'm glad that Melaleuca rep didn't take it personal when I was like, I'm good. Then there got to be a point where I was a dream client because of my cancer experience. I was looking for ways to remove toxicities. So I was looking for a solution, right? I didn't need to be convinced. Of course, I'm a joy to work with. So I was a dream client, customer, whatever you want to call me. Now, let's just say that I got to the other extreme where I was almost like granola-ish, and I was like, I just want to make my own cleaning products. I would not have been a dream client, and I would not have wanted her to convince me, well, they're not as effective. So we're going to have that with our supplements, right? Think about there's going to be folks who are perfectly content with taking drugs, the medication, right? They're good prescriptions. They don't mind they're on 15. It's just the way it is. Not a dream client. Again, educate, be there, drip, but don't convince. Then there's folks who are like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. They're looking for a solution, and it's perfect timing. And then there's going to be folks that are going to be like, stevia, like, I don't know. You know, there's going to be folks that are just going to nitpick with our natural plant-based supplements. Again, we got to know that we don't need to convince to the left or convince to the right. There's plenty of folks in the middle there that are our dream clients. A second thing is along the same line, not everyone on your team is going to see the opportunity and run with the opportunity. And again, not to convince, just be that visible leader. You demonstrate what a successful business looks like. You do your job, right? You run your personal business. And if someone on your team is not ready, but you're there, you're encouraging, that's okay. Not everyone, like, I could tell you that if there was a jewelry business, just being honest, that had the same comp plan that we do, phenomenal, I just don't think I can get jazzed up about jewelry. I don't think I could just run with it. Not everyone where health and wellness is their thing, okay? And sometimes they just haven't experienced enough. Like, we joke around how I'm like an addict of Rock the Pink, but every day I'm watching multiple videos feeding not only my mind with Plexus, but my inspiration. And I was listening to one yesterday, and there was like 4 diamonds on there, and Jen Hawkins was one. And just little statements stick out to me that keep me going. Like, she had said, she was one of the corporate folks who was able to leave her job. She said that she made more in her first 39 months of Plexus, and she would have had to work 58 years at her job. I just need a little something, and I'm going to run with it. But just know that not everyone on your team, you know, again, you don't want to pressure them, and just know the opportunities there. Do our job as leaders, and some are going to run with it, and some aren't. And the third point is that we need to have a sounding board. We need to have, you know, sometimes it's called running buddies, like Jill and Jen, running buddies, right? Because we're going to need that, because there's times in any business, it doesn't matter if it's network marketing, direct sales, growing a business from scratch, you're going to have times where you're like, oh, you know, those hard days, or those days like, what am I doing? Like, let me just go back and get a 9-to-5 job. And 95% of the time, I feel like it's up to us, right? It's up to us to, like I mentioned, stay connected and listen, you know, watch these motivational videos and learn and get inspired and stay connected. For me, it's stay connected with God, right? If I didn't have that morning time with God and asking him to be my business partner and saying, I'll do whatever you want me to do, I would not even be in this business. Because if I didn't have that quiet time, I would have just listened to my loud voice and just been so busy that I would have been like, I'm great, I'm perfect, I'm perfectly happy with these 2.5 businesses as it is. But 95% of the time and 5% of the time, rely on those running buddies, because in those moments where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why did I add another business to my plate? You know that your running buddies are going to be in that high because they know, they see the opportunity. So you just, again, hope that you're both not having those what are we doing moments at the same time. But a lot of folks that are outside Plexus or outside an entrepreneur, they're not an entrepreneur, they don't always get it. They're like, you're right, it is crazy what you're doing. So you definitely need that support system.
Particularly dreamers, to surround yourself with dreamers and to protect your dream. You got to be really careful who you share your dream with, because there are a lot out there that are going to want to squash your dream. They're going to tell you it's not possible. They're going to tell you you're crazy. So I've become, over the years, really guarded about who I'm going to share my dream with. Because when you're dreaming, you don't need people to bring you back down to reality in a lot of ways. We know the reality ourselves, but we're kind of pushing past that. So just protect your dream.
Yep, absolutely. And Jen, I was just checking to see if anyone had done a comment. I know there are folks that are on here live. So if you don't mind, maybe the comment thing's not working. I don't know, maybe that's another technical glitch. But we have a commitment that we're going to get it all sorted through. But if you are able to hear and you were able to hear Jen, can you please just comment? That would be fabulous. Okay, do we want to talk about challenge? And we also should note that hopefully with the comment section will be working, that's a great place for you to be asking any questions that you have, comments, anything.
Good. So yeah, you talk about the challenge.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is, since we're doing these calls every other week, we're going to give you a challenge. And you've got between now through Sunday. So we're talking about between today and Sunday, October 11th.
Right.
And your challenge is one.
Should you choose to accept it.
And this isn't busy work. This is business building activity, is to hold at least three-way calls with your upline. Mm-hmm. So ideally with Jill, myself, Jen, and you hold them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find out by our next call all of those of you that did accept that challenge and did it. And we're going to go pick one lucky winner who will be getting a $20 deposited into your e-wallet that you could spend any way that you choose.
And I always recommend to folks, invest back into your business. You can go ahead and get some of the 7-day samples or the 3-day trial packs of Boost and Slim, or Accelerator and Slim. And those are really nice to hand out. Not nilly-willy hand out, but sometimes I'll take a picture of all of them and I'll say, giveaway Friday, whoever comments below will be entered into a drawing to win one of these sample packs. Note, you cannot be a customer or working with any other ambassador. And so that has really helped my business also. Those little sample packs, they're really cute to have. But make sure people comment below, because that kind of moves your post back up to the top as well.
And I just appreciate you ladies. All right, Connie and Jen and Lori and Anthea, first of all, for being on. I mean, You guys are committed.
Yes.
And there, you were talking about Maui, and like I couldn't help but smile. You know how I talked about how not everyone on your team will see this income potential, but hopefully you do. And if you don't, borrow our belief for a little bit as you're mustering your own, because there is no reason that every single person on Team Shine should not be in Hawaii next year. That gives us a whole entire year
to go Emerald.
And if that negative Nelly is like, oh, that's for you guys, or that's for Connie and not for me,
right?
Then that's what's going on, right? 80 to 90% of success is happening between our ears.
Yes.
So talk with us. Let us know if that negative Nelly is getting real loud, because we want to encourage you and give you skills to turn that voice around. So instead of her saying, who are you? She's saying, Jill, what is she going to say to them?
You can do it.
It's a done deal. But there's seriously no reason we're not all toasting. I'm not sure if everyone is okay with alcoholic beverages.
But we're going to toast our orange juice.
Yeah, our orange juice. Yeah. There we go. In the morning at Maui. I think we're good on time. So is there anything?
I think that's about it. Just thank you guys so much for your hard work, your dedication, your belief in us. Thank you for being dreamers and coming alongside of us in this mission. And we just really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Go Team Shine.
Go Team Shine.
Woo!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.